Fired by Mayor Rahm Emanuel, Garry McCarthy is now facing off against his former boss.
The former police superintendent is running for mayor, and he joins us now for his first televised interview since making it official. We have so much to get to. Thank you for waking up early this morning.
Good to see you, Garry.
Pleasure. I love your new studio, by the way.
Oh, thank you. All right, so let's talk about this first and foremost. The three major focuses or issues that you want to focus on if elected mayor.
It's pretty obvious that the schools, the economy and taxes of the city, and crime. And they're all interrelated. You can't separate them. Each one affects the other, and we need a more holistic approach to what we're doing. You can't separate them out and try and fix them individually.
Okay, but now you're not a politician, you're a public servant, so we have to judge you.
I'm so glad you said that.
We have to judge you by your tenure as superintendent, right? And of course you were fired following the release of the Laquan McDonald video, which led in part to the DOJ investigation, which found police systematically violating civil rights of people in the city, excessive force, poor oversight, and inadequate training of officers. What do you say to voters then who may have that top of mind right now?
We have to really clear the record on exactly what happened with the Laquan McDonald issue and my termination. The bottom line, the DOJ report, I'm on record. There are some things in there that I don't disagree with, but there's a lot of things in there that shouldn't be there. The actual methodology that they used for that investigation was flawed. They had conclusions, and then they came here, took testimony, and said, aha, this is what's going on. For instance, the training issue. We were in compliance with the Illinois State Board of Training, and yet we get slammed. Those were the standards that were in vogue at the time. So you can never go wrong with more training and better supervision. There was certainly a lot of work to do. We definitely weren't perfect, but we were moving in the right direction, and we've regressed dramatically since then.
Well, you were in charge of the police department. What didn't you do as top cop that you would do if elected mayor for the police department in particular? What do you think needs to be done right now with the police department that you couldn't do or didn't do?
Well, I guess the way that I want to answer that is to say one of my struggles is going to be not micromanaging the police department, because that's what I did for 35 years. Putting a professional in charge, holding him accountable, and giving them the resources to do what they need to do. The biggest issue, if I could do it all over again, I tried to revamp the disciplinary system in 2012, and the mayor stopped it from happening. That's what ended up leading to my termination, because people thought that I could do things which I couldn't. The only thing I could do in the Laquan McDonald case was put Jason Van Dyke on paid desk duty, and that was by Illinois state law. I was accountable for the behavior, but I wasn't in charge of the disciplinary system, and that's a big problem.
Why do this now? You've got a 17-month-old at home. You know, you said you're not a fan of the endless politics of, you know, what will ultimately come with the job title. So why do this?
I think you actually answered the question. I have a 17-month-old at home, and I can't stand by and watch what's happening in this city. The bottom line is I'm a public servant, like you said. I'm so glad you said that. And this can be fixed, but we need to use the right processes. We have to do the right things. We have to change our mindset. Politics is not going to fix what's wrong in this city, and that's what we're using as a solution.
Yes or no? You've met Donald Trump before?
Sure.
Okay. I'm asking because of the mayor's ad. That's all the reason I'm asking.
Yeah, but let's talk about the mayor's ad. I can't believe that the arrogance of this is just overwhelming to me. He took a $50,000 donation from the president a couple of years ago. He and the president are very much alike. They're probably the two most polarizing figures in American politics today. And you know, look at the staffers that they go through. It's the same exact dynamic.
And we have to cut you there. I'm sorry. We could talk to you for 30
we are
minutes.
We are keeping you around for another interview, which will air later today on our newscast. So, Garry McCarthy, it's good
great to see you all.
Yeah, thank you for making time for us this
Thank you.
morning. We appreciate it.